Alright guys, welcome to Gaming with Satan number 1, episode 1. We are playing today Ocarina of Time, Legend of Zelda games. So let's get started. In the vast deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Very intense scene here. I mean, growing up as a kid playing this game, I mean, you wouldn't make heads or tails of what was the true intentions on this one, but I mean, you know, playing it later in life, knowing the theories behind it, a very, very intense story. It's not a pleasant experience. I mean, there's parts of this game that get you to Navi, where art thou? Come hither. O Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it, the climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world depends upon thee. This growing up kind of gave me a little bit of motion sickness, it being, you know, one of the first 3D games I played. It was rough. That's why you're supposed to read the warnings and stuff. You know, health and safety guidelines, everything. Shake it off. Keep going. Hello, Satan, wake up. The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Satan, get up. Hey, come on. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? It's like, yeah, I'm lazy, man, don't wake me up for shit. Come on now. How you doing? You finally woke up. I'm Navi, the fairy. The great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. So excited. The great Deku Tree has summoned you. So let's get going right now. And you just walk out. Start the game. Interior Kokiri Forest. You know, your first love interest comes up. Shocker. Yahoo! Hi, Satan. Yeah. Voice a little bit too deep for it, but you know. Wow, a fairy? finally a fairy came to you, Satan. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Satan. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. And then, you do your running around, you find some cool things out after a while. I mean, it's see, that's one of the cool things I found out growing up is like why does he give you $5 for that? Hey you, Mr. No Fairy, what's your business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. What? You've got a fairy? You say what? The Great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not me? And not the Great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and shield ready? What? You're right, I don't have my equipment ready, but I mean honestly, but nothing. If you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Sheesh. I mean, true shit. Great Deku Tree has summoned you. Please come with me. We've already established that he summoned me, and we're working on that, Navi. No joke. Growing up, dude was a major dick. Still is. Doesn't age well. Not a great first experience with a video game, meeting, a fucking asshole starting off to begin with, but, I mean, you gotta have you good. You have you good with the bad. I mean, nothing new in the world of video games. And you get $5. Yeah. Gotta watch out for giant rocks, cause they'll fuck your day up. When you do this, you get your Kokiri sword, which later in the game becomes all but useless. But you know what? We don't go in. We don't have spoilers here. We'll just let you take the ride with everybody. I mean, honestly, if you haven't played this game yet, I mean, you're a little bit behind the days, but one thing you don't want is to be caught by that rock. I mean, half a heart of damage, it's not worth getting hit this early in the game. I mean, yeah, you recover health back, no problem. And I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, if you do good at the game, it's not. What I liked in this game, growing up, is you really didn't have to be good to begin with, and it was like just a progressive work. And it was just one of those things that you didn't think about, because I mean, shit, you're a kid. But it's certain aspects of the game are 100% annoying and not worth the trouble they put into it. Like the fact that there's no jump button on this in this game made very little sense to me growing up. But I mean, the automatic jump mechanic actually, I mean, it sometimes doesn't work out to be the best option that they had, but it also wasn't the worst thing they could have done. And thinking about it, I mean, let's see, what is this? Okay, we don't need this house. We need Mido's house. Because Mido's house is... yeah, here we go. It's more of a secret. There's a good bit of money in here, and this should top us off. Oh well, don't need that. That was all useless. Alright. And we're gonna take a little bit of money for the road. Alright, well, that wasn't enough money, but, you know. We keep going as this, you know, we're gonna call this a video walkthrough, although it's me just playing the game as it is, as it says. You go here after you get the 40 rupees. Get your shield. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. Tutorial area, not the most helpful thing. Oddly enough, like growing up, a lot of these bosses and other stuff, it kind of was frustrating because your first time playing this, you wouldn't expect it to be such an in-depth thing. But then, like, over time, you realize that this game has a lot more to it than what it leads you to be. And I mean, a lot of people didn't like the game mechanics. I mean, it wasn't everything, but I mean, this game came out in '98, and we'll be real, like for a game that came out in 1998, these graphics were superb. Like one of the, you know, first 3D games that Nintendo came out with, you know, along with Mario 64, you know, those type games, Mario Kart, the true 3D animation games. I mean, it was amazing. And I miss voiceover work, I'm sorry, you know, just explaining the game. He just got pissed because you're the favorite, because you're not. No, can't say that, spoiler, sorry. Alright, get a Deku stick. Your best option is to rack up on these, rack up on a few. But, alright, here's where voiceover work. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Have the booming voice with this one. Oh Navi, thou hast returned. Satan, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares in those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Satan, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? And the game, because as much as like you want to tell him no, I mean, the game would be over if it would allow you to cancel all that out. But go ahead and say yes, as always. Then enter brave Satan, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Satan. And Satan, when Navi speaks, use up on the C-stick to listen well to her words of wisdom. Like one of the most annoying sidekicks in video games for sure. But I mean, you know, growing up it kinda gave you a little bit of insight to what you needed to do and everything, which, I mean, let's be real, first time playthrough, second time playthrough, yeah, she is annoying, without a doubt. But she is also a very helpful side character, and it's just one of those things you have to get used to over time. But alright, we ended the Great Deku Tree. We're going to call that an episode, and we'll see you guys next time.